Right. We are live. I hope you guys are all doing fine. And welcome to this very, very spontaneous stream. Hey, Aoi. Hey, Lucky. Has been a while since we have last seen each other on stream. Or at least it feels like so. It was probably only just like 2 days ago, but who cares? Anyhow, today's stream will not be very long. It will probably be somewhere around the 1 hour mark, as my girlfriend has been so kind and decided to take over the cooking duty for today. Or well, actually it was planned, but never mind. And she is currently cooking, and when she is done with cooking, I will end the stream. That's how it goes. Alright, with that being said, let's actually go to the topic I want to go about today. And in fact, it is going to be a YouTube video on the same time, not just a stream. And once this animation is over, we shall start. Welcome back to Genshin Impact with Minpact. Today we are live on stream, and we're talking about what the most fun characters are in Genshin Impact. And for this purpose, we are doing a tier list. I have gathered quite a couple of characters over time, and in fact, out of all the characters missing, I'm missing 5, being Ito and Albedo and Klee of the featured characters. While of the standard 5 stars, I'm only missing Mona and Chi-Chi. So I will not be able to say much about these 5. However, I should be able to give a fair opinion on most of the characters currently in the game. With that being said, let's start with our tier list that I've prepared right over here. 1 second. Are you still? Yeah, still working perfectly. Great. Alright, let's actually also make that a bit bigger. And the link will be in the description once the actual video goes live. So if you wanna share your tier list or make your own, you can do so by following the link in the description. Alright, for all those who for some reason haven't seen a tier list video, is I insert a character into a region where I think is suited the best. In this case, I will determine, like S is the highest, D the lowest, and will determine from my own experience how much fun it is to play a character, and I would love to hear if you'd agree or disagree, as this is something that's very opinion-based. My opinion does not have to be the same as yours. For example, what I'm gonna start with is Bennett. I personally hate Bennett. It is, in my opinion, the worst character design in game, in terms of gameplay, not of like what he actually does, but how he does things, or what you actually do with the character, is awful in my opinion. So he goes straight into D tier. I see that many will think he is great in terms of support. And I totally agree. I think he's a very strong character, but his gameplay is anything but fun. So that's why he goes down there. And with this, or following this theme, we'll go through all the characters listed down here. I think it's currently 47. What is this? 5, 10, 14 times 3, 42 plus 3, 45. Something around that. I will put the number on screen if I'm not too lazy. All right. And we'll go through alphabetically, starting with Albedo. Obviously, Bennett has already been placed, and work through like the whole thing. Now, finally, I actually got all the messages that I sent after 5 minutes of mating. Wait then, you do cooking. Yes, I do cooking from time to time, Aoi. That is in fact true. Wait then, this tier list as per gameplay, not just the meta. This is correct. This is more oriented towards gameplay and not meta. Because obviously, if I would go by the meta, Bennett would be probably around here, or maybe even S tier as a support character. But as it goes by fun playing the character, it goes down here, in my opinion. So maybe this list will. That's just very nice, yeah. So this tier list will probably look very different, and that's what it also should be. You don't have to share your opinion with me. You have to make your own opinion, and this will definitely look very different from mine. I waited some to make this. I waited some to make a list. This. I assumed that this meant I wanted someone to do a list like this. So there we go. Trying to figure out English. Right, Albedo, like the first character that we're facing, is literally one of the characters that I don't have. However, I do know a little bit about him from my girlfriend playing him and from the test phase we had in version 2.3, where we were able to test him during his first rerun with the Dragon Spine event. And from that, I remember that with his elevator and his burst, it's not bad. It's not the best. It gives you some variety to play things, like being able to plunge attack, unless you're our little child. Where is he? Wait, is child missing? Or is he... No, he's Tartaglia, right? Yeah, over here. Like, unless you're playing Tartaglia, like, alongside him, you're not gonna enjoy it, but with every other character, it's quite a lot of fun. Especially if you combine it with Klee. You get some nice variety in there. Spice up your gameplay. Really like it in that department. Amber... Hey, Yagami, welcome to the stream. Amber, she's not good at dealing damage. However, I think her gameplay is actually not too bad. Being able to throw your Baron Bunny all around. Her burst looks pretty, but she can't really do much except for these things. Like her E is place and forget. You don't really play around it, so meh. You go into D tier as well. I first was about to put her into C, but yeah. Ayato goes into the same category as Child? That's kind of a rough one. I personally enjoy him way more than Child. But maybe it's also because I haven't really stacked Child. That could be it. That could be it. Beidou. He can't plunge in skill. Oh, that is correct. I didn't even think of that. But let's work through this thing here. Beidou, haven't played her much, but what I've played is quite fun. Like being able to counter like almost everything and making the game more interesting. I really like that one, so up in a 8 tier she goes. Even though I don't play her at all, I do have a very good image of her, like it's fun playing her. Ayaka is, in my opinion, the most fun character to play, or one of the most fun characters, like, in the whole game. Just because you can do so much. You can go under the earth, your E deals a lot of AoE damage, your charge attack is stupidly strong, her burst is nothing, also quite as broken. And there are very, like, you can play her in very different ways. So I really like that you can build a lot of team comps around it. I really like Ayaka, the way she's designed, so in S tier she goes, in my opinion. Barbara, like, this is quite the opposite. You have two things you do. Yeah, that's why Baidu is really nice, because of due to counter. Yeah. But Barbara is probably the most uninspiring character in, or maybe one of the most, if not the most uninspiring characters in the whole game. Like her being there, there are two things you do with her. You switch to her to press E to heal yourself, or you switch to her to press Q to heal yourself. That's all you do. But I mean, yeah, into D tier she goes. Not really a lot to do. Barbara VTuber, I can see that, but it doesn't mean that it's necessarily a lot of fun to play, is it? I love Baidu, but I'm too lazy to build her. Yeah, same goes for me. I have way too many characters to build, or that I want to build at the moment. Shincho. How should I put this? I don't think he's not quite as boring as the other D tier characters, in my opinion. But he isn't great on himself alone, as himself as well. Like he presses E to make his field that your other characters can do some cryo damage, and his burst just deals damage, right? However, what I really like is that he has a claymore, and I really like playing with claymores overall. Feels like you actually do much more with a claymore than anything else. Just because of that, I'm not going to put him in D tier, but in C tier. I'm gonna make a cup of coffee. Be right back. Yeah, you go do that. Diluc, one of the basic characters, but I really enjoy him. Yamagi, for me, Barbara is top tier because she literally carries my whole team if Bennett is in low health. Yeah, that's the difference. You're playing Bennett. I hate playing Bennett, so I don't play Bennett. But overall, Barbara is not really something I'm really interested in. Diluc, I really like it. For one, again, he's a Claymore user. That gets a plus point for me. His burst is really strong. You can apply a lot of cryo or pyro damage. And whilst his burst is on cooldown, you get additional damage on your regular attacks. They are burning. And his E as well, you can cast it 3 times, giving it a lot of variety. So this makes it a lot of fun in my opinion. Not that I not that I play him very much, as you can see from him being this far behind, just being level 70. And I hate him for the fact that he took up every single of my 50-50s that I lost. I have Keqing on C1 and the Jean on C0, but that's about it from all the standard characters. I really would have hoped to go into Jean or Keqing for that matter, but not into the Duke. That's why I kind of have a... I don't really like him all too much. But I really like him. His kit's really nice, so into A tier he goes. Like a lot of fun. Barbara literally carries everybody in early. Honestly, I just ate a lot of food, and that did it for me. Or I like to play Noelle back in the day, and that's how I got or kept my characters healthy. Diona? In general, both characters are, with the exception for one or two, rather boring. Her E makes her gameplay, well, more interesting than some other supports. And also that you can cast it in two ways, like short with a lower cooldown with the worse shield, or with the long E for better shields. Makes a bit of a difference. And also that her burst actually heals a fair amount is also really nice. But overall, she is a support bow character, which is not really fun overall. So I'm gonna put her into C tier. Like, again, just for gameplay reasons. I really wish I lose 50-50 to Diluc and Keqing, to be honest. I would also like my favorite characters to get, or in general, my favorite character to get from the 50-50 would be Jean. So, but I only have have had her once, so that's unfortunate. Kokomi. She'll come later. No worries. Hello, Lydia. Welcome back. So for those who didn't know, Lydia is the first person to actually join my Discord. So that makes her kind of special for me. Now, next to Eula. Again, Claymore user. Beautiful character. Great backstory. Fun gameplay overall. Being able to cast her E on 2 different levels, depending on what rotation you use on her E. That's just a lot of fun. Her burst and everything, that's just a pure S tier. Yes, I agree. Zimzi Eula is definitely an S tier. Absolutely. Eula, one of my favorite characters overall. Trying to become active in your streams, and it seems to work so far. Yes, and I really like that you're joining more often. Hello again, welcome back, Goi. Next up is Yanfei. I think the second Pyro Catalyst user we had in the game. Haven't really played her a lot and I didn't quite get her. But when it comes to basic gameplay, like playing around her stacks, it's similar to Lisa in my opinion. So you can use your attacks in lots of different ways. So I personally rate her quite high in general. I really like Catalyst users. However, I find them quite weak currently. However, that doesn't mean their gameplay is boring. So that's why, where do I put it? Is it B or A? Where is she more fun than Albedo? I would say so. On the other hand, is Albedo maybe a bit too high? Hey Baldsy, welcome to the Discord. I think we'll tune into the streams more often because summer is coming up soon. Yeah, that would be very nice. I love Yanfei so much. Yeah, I know that she was your main DPS for the longest time, wasn't it, Lydia? I'm still struggling between B and A. I think I will put it into A, actually. Official? Attack 3 times to get all skeleton skills, then no charge attack, use burst or skill. The skeleton skills scales that way. That is her playstyle pretty much. Yeah, but you have a way to increase your damage to some extent. That's why I really like her. You play around, you have your own minigame while playing the game, so to say. That's what I really like. Fischl, on the other hand, I like her design, but when it comes to gameplay, what you essentially do is you press E and you switch. And if her E runs out and the cooldown has not, well, come back, you press Q, switch to another character again. That's what you do with Fischl. I mean, I like that her burst allows her to move very fast and stuff. But overall, it's not really game-breaking in any way. Yeah. Yanfei has her own game in the game, yeah. Like her own minigame doing damage. That makes her more enjoyable than most characters, I think. I want to make physical Fischl someday. Apparently she is best 4-star for physical? Are you kidding me? Wait, hold on a second. Let's switch over to the game. Let's see her scaling. Fischl. C5, Jesus. So, it goes up by 4.5, 5-ish%. Another 5 levels. That's another 25%. Okay. Doesn't really make sense that she would be one of the strongest physical characters, would it? Is there potentially a bow that's like super strong? Physical damage increase? I don't think there is. Or is it? That one is pretty good though. But you could use that on everyone, and characters that already strike a lot very fast do gain even more by that one. So I'm not really sure it's really that great. Is a razor worth raising to max level? Well, it depends. I would say it is if you are looking for a melee character with physical damage. So I would say yes. But we'll get to it later. Let's keep on going with the tier list. Guardian, one of the most broken characters. You can use her as a sub DPS or main DPS. You can play her in a lot of different ways. However, when it comes to her gameplay, it's really tough. I mean, it's very nice to see these big numbers, and that you can use her as a main DPS with her charge attacks is also quite nice. However, I don't really... I wouldn't rate her as high as Yanfei, but I definitely would rate it higher than Chongyun, so I think B tier is, when it comes to gameplay, where she is. Like again, bow users in general do have quite a tough time, I guess, when it comes to gameplay. I look for 5-star weapons, makes me remember how I pulled because I was bored on weapon banner and I end up with Claymore. Now I'm stuck with building Noelle if I want to use it. We'll get to Noelle, I actually kind of like her. I do him on my second account, so it was just thinking worth it in time or not. Like he was probably the original 4-star main DPS you'd build. I think he's pretty good still. Forgot her name. Jesus. How was her name again? Come on, don't fail me like that. My brain. Where is she? Come on. I'm blind. Hu Tao, right. Oh my god, I'm gonna get so sick. Sorry, I had to interrupt her there a bit. Max out characters if you love them. I agree. I don't care if it makes sense or not. Yep. Can your gameplay make you feel like a god as per ease and meta, but after some uses you'll get bored because there is no thrill? Exactly. I managed to put my thoughts into words that I couldn't. Very well said. Hu Tao? Her gameplay? I like it. I haven't really raised her though, but I feel like she's a lot of fun. Like, managing your HP all the time, managing your E and burst, and also playing around your charge attacks, being able to cancel them makes it not easy. But the damage you can do is quite fun. In general, polearms are relatively fun. We haven't had a polearm so far, Jesus. I think polearms will overall be probably around B. Is she as fun as Baidu? Is she more fun than Ganyu? I would say so. I think she'll go into A tier. Maybe we should add another one. Can we add another one? Is there like a button to? Can I? No, I cannot. I mean, I would love to make an additional one, like an SS tier. Unfortunate. Ah, add a row below. Nice. So we'll make you an SS tier, or let's say S plus for some political reasons. And let's put you guys up here. I think that's fair. I think that's fair. Maybe, yeah, that's better. That's better. I like that more. I like that more. I definitely want to try getting Hu Tao built someday. Yeah, My sister has a C4, Jesus, and Homa. And so I want to use her on my sister's account instead. Fair enough. If you have stuff of Homa and some decent HP artifacts, she's a lot of fun. Jean. Very basic gameplay. However, you can use her E quite a lot. She heals all your characters. Overall gameplay design is fun. However, her basics attacks are kind of boring. Like, she has only 5 strikes, and each strike is only a single hit, which is probably the only character that does so. Like, every other character has at least another double hit or something. So that's kind of eh. I would say she's probably in B tier best suited. Like, she's nowhere near as fun as Hu Tao or Diluc. However, is she more fun than Chongyun? I'm not sure. I personally use her a lot though. Kind of conflicted with this one. Hu Tao's gameplay reflects her personality. She's a director and a very humorous, yes. Seems fun and eating, so true. I did forget that you can throw around people, and I have way too much enjoying that. So into B tier she goes. Kaya. Well, his burst is kind of boring, strong, but kind of boring. His E is also nothing special. You can cast it quite often, and his attacks patterns are nice. Is she better than Jean? Or is he better than Chongyun? I would say so. Also, that fact that you can use him as a main DPS actually makes a difference. Like, with these characters, what you do is you press their E or their Q and then you switch over. So, I guess that makes a lot, being able to build some of them main DPS. Now, does anyone know when the current banner is going to end? Speculations are about the... what is it? Like 4 weeks from now? On June 7th and 8th, depending on your time zone, that is gonna switch. Maybe that one, we don't know. I have no idea if it's confirmed or not. I have 3 weeks from sources I don't know if I can trust. Yeah, probably something between 3 and 5 weeks is probably the best. Kazuha. I wouldn't consider him an S+ tier. I think though... I'm kind of torn between S and A tier. Fun fact, Kaya has the highest multiplier on normal attacks in sword usage. No, I didn't know that. That's nice to know, actually. I would say he deserves an S tier, not an S+. I really like playing him, and exploring is a charm. Like being able to fly everywhere without, or get to places very easily. That's quite nice. His E is also quite fun to play around. His burst is, well, you're kind of blind if you use it. But I think S tier is quite fine for him. Kaching! I want to get Kazuha, but my 3k Primus went poof yesterday somehow when I got that sword. Man, you at least got the sword! I spent... Let me see. How many pulls I already had on that one. Let's see. So, Unforge was there. How many pulls have I done? Alright. 14 full pages. 14 times 6. That's 84, 87 pulls in. So... You're not... Well, you got it at least. You got it at least. Be happy about that. So let's put that back up. Oh, no, you got the Claymore. Oh, oh man. No. I thought you meant the Mist Splitter Reforge. I don't trust myself on being able to save. Aw. You can do it if you really want. Kaching? That's straight to A tier. On the level with Hu Tao and Diluc. Her E is quite fun getting into places. I really like her gameplay overall. Well, it's kind of just charged attacks, but with her burst being able to strike almost everyone multiple times, and more or less her E just makes her gameplay. And she was also my old main, so maybe that's influencing it quite a bit. But A is quite fine, I think. She's in the right place over there. Okay, screw it. Every wish will go towards weapon manner. Alright, you can do that. Klee. Again, a catalyst user. And I really like them. I'm late. Aki, we have still about halfway to go through, so you're not that late. Right, Klee. If you play her together with Albedo, she's a lot of fun, being able to kill basically everything, exploding everything. Oh, Lucky, you're going to bed. Oh, unfortunate. Good night then. Didn't get the notification? Yeah, it happens. But you're not too late. Yep, Kaching, what I wanted to learn. Right. It's somewhat foolproof for your purpose. Yeah, guess so. I don't want to build... I don't want it, but I will. It's fun to torture myself. Maybe I'll wait to get something early for the 4th time in a row. Jesus. Right, but I kind of... I don't have Klee. However, I could think of her being a lot of fun to play. Like, being able to explode everything, making a difference between using your charge and normal attacks quite significantly. And her burst in combination with Kazo is a lot of fun. You can explode many things. So I would put her into A tier. I don't have her, so I don't know for sure. But I think she's well suited for A. Also, she's kind of cute. It's not late, but yeah, it was a spontaneous stream. True. Kokomi. Now that is a tough one. Once again, like, what the fuck? We have 5 catalyst users in a row. Jesus. S plus Klee. First, Venti decided to recure me to spend money, then C1 comes on an 11 PT, and then Ayak comes on 20 PT on my alt, and then Claymore on 30 on my main PT. Jesus! Yeah, but I agree, Kokomi is fun. Not quite sure where to put it. Guys, I'm kind of just hoping my girlfriend's busts in. Says I should put Klee higher. Just saying. Anyhow, Kokomi, agreed, a lot of fun. How much fun though? I'm not quite sure. Like that she's able to walk over water is kind of nice. That you're able to suicide by jumping into water is unique. What her E is, well, it's there. It's quite nice to play around if you have a cryo character like Ayaka or Ganyu. That's kind of nice. Yeah, Kokomi is really nice overall, but not being able to crit does make a dent into her gameplay, I think. Like, you're not able to see all these high numbers pop up all the time. Yeah, I think B tier is probably suited the best. True, her animations are really pretty, but I think her gameplay overall suits B is best, I think. Just make crit Kokomi. I mean, if you get over 100% crit rate, you're in the game, right? Lisa, she has her own mini game. Her burst is, in my opinion, a lot of fun. Being able to deal a lot of damage if you use your charge D when they have already some stacks on it is very nice as well. I think A tier is quite nice for her. And again, catalyst users, I really like it. You feel Lisa is a C? Nah, man. Nah. Lisa's quite fun if you actually build her. You just need some time to get how her kit works, and then she's actually a lot of fun. She needs too much time for her E. True. Her charged E takes a fuck ton of time. Yes, that's a measurement. But overall, I really like her mini gameplay again. Like with Yanfei. Her having a mini game on itself. I really like it. Mona? Don't have her. A Catalyst user, however, it feels sort of similar to Barbara, if I'm being honest. You don't really have her on the field. So when it comes to game, well, she on the other hand does go on Earth, which I really like sprinting. I think C tier. You feel like it's an A. Well, it's my opinion, is it not? I really like playing Lisa. Kokomi is fine, but yes, I know that she buffs. However, what do you do with her? You place her E that she gets, well, that people are taunted, and you use her burst to deal more damage with other characters. I feel like it's an S big booty. We're talking about gameplay, man. Like, most fun character to play. And in my opinion, it doesn't feel like very interesting gameplay to me. The only disadvantage with Lisa... use headphones. That's a great advice to give. Now, one of my personal favorites in X Bennett is one of the best supports in the game, and he is tier, so I don't see why Mona would be any different. Yeah, that's fair. However, I personally like her more because of being able to at least walk fast. Make her gameplay a bit more unique. Eula is not fun character. Is not a fun character. I like Eula, but you need to set up for her. Wow, I didn't expect anyone to say Eula is not a fun character to play. Jesus. But I respect your opinion, and I definitely see that you need a lot to invest into her gameplay, or need a lot to invest in her in general. But I personally really like that you can switch her gameplay up quite a bit, like using your E in different ways, being able to have her in on field all the time. I really like it. You're not fan of claymores? Fair. I really am. Like, my two favorite weapons are Claymore and Catalysts, so that's rough. If you don't like these two, well, then all the characters will drop, obviously, and the other way around. If you like the other kind of weapon more, then it goes up. Like that. That's just how it goes, right? Ningguang. My opinion? Guys, you remember what I said before about Klee and my girlfriend? And it literally just happened. She just came into my room, staring at me with a really angry face, and saying, "You should put Klee up higher." Well, okay, right. She didn't say it, but she makes a face like you should put her higher. But I'm not gonna do it. No, I think A is fine for her. She says no. All right, but in my opinion, she goes up here. Ningguang is up next. One of my favorite characters to play, especially if she has once again her own gameplay or her own mini game, and Catalyst user. I really like how you can put her in or use her in multiple ways. Her burst does have an influence on your other attacks. You can smash people around. Would I place her into S tier though? Is it A or S tier? My girlfriend's staring at me. She wants probably to say that she can't be more fun than Klee. Am I getting this right? She's just smiling. She just wants to put Klee up higher. She's a true B tier. Nah, man. She's a lot of fun to play. Yeah, Ningguang and Yanfei are very similar. I think she's a safe S tier to play. Like fun. Please a cute and fun storyline, but not fun the gameplay. That's a bit rough. But I think she's fine in S. I really like her her gameplay overall. And with C6, right, okay, she's very much fun. Like if you use her burst at C6 and do a charge attack then, she gets 7 stones to throw at the enemy. So in my opinion, it makes it even more fun. Noelle? B. She's not boring, but I mean, you can use her, you actually have her on the field when you use her with her E and her Q. So I really like it overall. And again, Claymore. I really like Claymores. Big sword slash fun. Noelle is S tier. Ah, S tier? Nah. S tier, she's not an S tier. I think B is quite fun. She's not as fun as Diluc or Hu Tao, but she's definitely more fun than Chongyun and Mona in my opinion. About the same as Kokomi. Add a F tier to put Noelle in there. Oh man, that's rude. No. Sorry, I was didn't mean to cough into the microphone. Okay, I gotta go time for bedtime. Thanks for the tips and have fun, you guys. Yeah, thank you for joining us today, Yagami. It was really nice having you. Chi-Chi is A or an S? Nah. What does she do? She presses E, you switch around, and you press Q. She is kind of cute, and I don't have her. When it comes to gameplay purely, I would rate her actually D. But I think she's more fun than Bennett. I think I would put her into C. My girlfriend's definitely not agreeing. Chi-Chi's so adorable. Yeah, that's partly why I put her into C instead of D. I really love how the opinions differ for each character. Like when we come to the old characters, like some people are, yes, this one an S plus tier, yeah, go on. And the next one is like, Jesus, he doesn't even make the list. Damn. I have no idea what Chi-Chi does. I'm Chi-Chi-less. Yes, I am Chi-Chi-less too. But basically her E makes a bubble around, or that spins around your character. And her Q does heal you. That's basically it. That's what she does. And she's cute. My girlfriend had to add that. So, I think C tier is fine. Razor, once again, Claymore, and his burst allows him to kinda strike more often. His E is quite nice to farm stuff and deal AoE damage. Would he be more fun than Kaya or Noelle? I think B tier is fine. Maybe an A, but he doesn't really have anything that sticks out, like as with the other 5. So I think B tier is fine. Stand user, put him into S+. I feel like he's good in B. Being able to farm like stones and stuff really fast is also really nice. But I think B is fine. My friend is razorless. She has gotten 4 or 5 Rosarias, but no razor. She's a lower AR player. Man, that's unlucky. She isn't happy about it. Yeah, unlucky. Now, another spear user. Rosaria, what am I gonna do with you? You also aren't really a lot on the field. I'm Bennetless AR-45. I don't think you missed much. She even got D-Look her first 5-star. Alright. Rosaria B tier. I'm thinking between B and C. Honestly, I think she doesn't do really a lot more than Chongyun. I think it's C. Why is Bennett in D? We're talking about gameplay and not like characters being useful. Yeah, C? C? Okay, we all agree. Rosaria is a C. Alright, good. Sarah. Now that's interesting. It's somewhere between a B and an A. Her burst is quite pretty. Her E, well, it's another taunt, isn't it? Does she have anything special like the other two? Like, or the other 5? Think B tier? So we all agree she's somewhere in between C and A. She does more than most of B characters, I think. She's more fun to play than, let's say, Kaya, for example. Or Albedo. I think A tier is fine for her. I think A is fine. Sayu? Have I ever played Sayu? What does her burst do? Let's actually see. I'm not quite sure. Like I like that she's able to spin around with her E, but I'm clueless when it comes to her burst. Let's actually open that one up. Sayu is a fun taxi, yeah, but it is more fun to play than Sarah. You think so, Bennett? Gameplay?
Drat. You caught me.
FYI, Sarah's E isn't a taunt. Oh, it isn't. So I should be S tier, to be honest. Wait, I should get someone else to get some recharge in. Let's use Venti.
Give me a moment to compose.
Let's go. Alright. Well, I just talked about talking to my girlfriend about time. How much we still have and didn't.
Hold the line.
Let's actually make that real quick.
Let's play.
Actually, you stay still for a moment. Okay, that's quite nice though. Being able to put all the swords in. That's quite nice.
Yourselves.
Do have to admit that. Now what is her burst?
Come on out.
That's it. I mean, she heals, yes, but... Oops. Her E is fun, but her burst... Nah, I'm not sure. Sai is an A. Maybe I just got her 2 copies. I really like her E. I do have to say that. I really like it. Also being able to travel everywhere is quite fun. And she's a claymore. Oh. I think A. She has something special compared to the other B characters, so I think A's fine. Sarah's great for exploration, yes. I pulled a Chi-Chi, and I'm feeling not very good. Wait, what? I pulled a Chi-Chi, I lost 50-50 and 9... Aww. Not even Kaching and I'm out of Primogems. Aww, unlucky, Aki. But at least you have her once, I don't even have her. Sire attack animations are cute, true. I'll go Gotta go. See you guys next stream, probably. Alright, Hidden. See you next time. It's really cute. I agree. I think she's fair in A. Raiden? The Raiden Shogun? I think that's an A. Flat A. Her burst is fun. Her E, well, that's meh. But being able to do a lot of electro damage overall, 3D animations, her sword is awesome. I wouldn't go for an S tier. Star Jinxed. This is about gameplay, not like the character overall. I feel like though, yeah, her attack animations are great. So, do you guys think you can change my mind on putting her into S tier? I want to have some real good reasons to put her into S tier. Give me those facts. Hit me. We got her burst. We got that one. You'd say S. Okay. Wooba sword. Fair enough. Good enough resin. Her E and sword feels like she cuts the reality. You're getting me there. Chi does healing and DPS. Well, I guess. Void in space. Better than Baidu. I wouldn't say she's better than Baidu. In terms of gameplay. I think I can put her into S tier. Also like that you literally run at the enemy with your attacks. I like her eyes. Yes, I said eyes. Alright, I almost believe you. Sucrose. I guess she's fun. A. Straight up an A. Catalyst user. Being able to pull in every enemy. Making everyone get knocked up into the air. I think A is fine. I can almost solo her puppet with Venti. Oh, Jesus. What's wrong with you, Lydia? Do you have your Venti stack this badly? Or this strong? Jesus. Child is an S tier for sure. Is it? I'm not sure. Crescent Moon in her polearm normal attacks. What I really like about Raiden, for to go back on it, is that she actually doesn't make any thrust attack. She does only swing attacks, which is, in my opinion, the only way you should use a polearm. Or one of the only ways. Or the most useful one. Venti does 8k with his skills and 5k on charge. Jesus! Damn. But getting back to Child. He's definitely high. He's definitely high. Being able to switch between bow and sword, quite nice. He is, however, not able to use any plunging attacks with his sword. And as far as I'm concerned, his attacks on the bow side is relatively weak. His charge attack is basically useless. I think A tier is fine. He has definitely a lot to offer, but I wouldn't say he's quite an S tier. Yeah, I would agree. A tier is probably where he's suited the best. Jesus. The coughing is real. Toba. Man. I can say child skill is fun, but the cooldown, nah. Yeah, the longer you are in this sword form, the longer your cooldown gets is kind of awful. It's really bad. Toma. Man, this is like, I feel really sad about it. Toma is like a character that I would love to enjoy, but he's just, compared to all the other characters, really, really weak. He's like the weakest polearm user in the game, and polearm users overall are really strong. I would love for them to buff him a bit, like get him more damage on his burst. With that, I think he would be already quite good. But at the moment, I think C tier is where he goes. He has more to offer than the D tier characters. His burst is quite fun to play around, feeling similar to Shincho, having an extra shield. I think that makes him quite nice. I like Toma, but no use. Yeah, I agree. Unfortunately, at the moment, that's like I would love to have a second really good pyro shielder or healer next to Bennett, because I don't really like Bennett. And Toma would be it if he, uh, well, wouldn't be so, or his burst wouldn't be as weak as it is currently. If he would buff, if they would buff him, I would probably put him into A. But at the moment, C tier it is. Would Venti be an S plus? He would definitely go in an S for sure, in my opinion. Like I really love his burst. His A is also his E is also very nice. Would he be an S plus? Do I enjoy him quite as much as I do with Ayaka? No, I think it's fair to put him in an S. I think he's about as fun to play as Kazuha, so I think is an S. My prediction, guys, Xiao is S plus for sure. Oh, we'll see about that. We'll see about that, Aki. Shanling. One of the greatest bursts in the game. Goba is cute, but he doesn't really do a lot. However, I've seen some crazy builds with Goba being like able to deal over 100k damage. That is hilarious. I think she's well suited for A. I think nobody will disagree on that. Add Toma to B just because of friendliness and loyalty. I think we can put him into B. Yeah. I think I would love him to put him into B or in the first place, but currently he's just very weak. B is fine, I guess. Xiao. This kid is really fun. No artifact level 50 Shanling is usually a filler in my Abyss team. Wow. Really? Are you aware that let me show you that. What you can actually do with Shanling. Where she's level 80, I think? Yeah, here. Constellations with that one. You get 15% pyro damage bonus on all your party. That's a lot. You get additional 10% from his chili. You reduce their pyro resistance. Like, she's very strong. And the amount of reactions you can trigger is also quite insane with her burst and Goba. Definitely not weak. I would recommend you building her if you have the resources. Let's get back to this. Now, Xiao, again. I think his burst is a lot of fun, especially all the plunging attacks. But also being able to still do a lot of like regular stuff in his burst. And his regular attacks in general are not bad as well. His E is quite fun. Being able to go very far in the air is also quite nice. But himself damaging during his burst is kinda meh. I think it should be fine putting him in an S plus tier. I think. My girlfriend is telling me I don't have as much time anymore, so we'll go through it a bit faster than before. Shincho. Strong character, but gameplay... His burst is nice. His E is nice, giving you a shield and healing himself, or everyone, or the active one. I think B is fine. I agree. Aki, B is quite nice. Xinyang. Does anyone use her? Like, she has been in the game for a very long time, but I don't think anyone uses her. My life goal is to get C6 Xiao without spending money. You can try. Her burst is quite, or her animation is quite nice, but overall I didn't ever consider using her. I have no clue. I think C, just for her burst, because it's so nice to see. Nothing more. Somewhere in between C and D. Yoimiya, in my opinion, not an S+, but an S. Her E being able to knock up enemies far higher than every other character can. I love it. Also being able to, for once, being a bow character that can use your regular attacks is amazing. Her burst is pretty, her regular attacks is pretty. I think... I'm not quite sure if it's S or S+. Quite torn between. On the other hand, I really love playing her. She goes into S tier. Bit biased. Zhongli. Love his voice. In every language. His E is kind of... well, it just stands there. I love the bandage girl. I hope for the right reasons. I think he's strong. But I think when it comes to pure gameplay, I think he's not quite up there with the other ones. I think A is fine for him. He's very strong, don't get me wrong. I see that he's super strong. But his E, giving him a shield, yeah, that's... when it comes to gameplay, S. Well, yeah, I think S fine. Because you get the shield from his E. A for Aki. Okay, A. Yeah, I'm somewhere torn between S and A. Nah, A it is. A it is. It's not quite as much as fun as it is with Venti. Goro, I'm sorry. Being a Geo character, not being able to destroy stones, just goes into S tier, into D tier. And overall, I think his buffs are outshined by many other characters. Yeah, Yoimiya is already an S+. Yeah, but Goro, sadly, just a D tier. Have nothing else to say about it. Ito, being able to smash your cow all over the place, just, that's fun. He goes into A. Just being quirky and all, I really like it. Ito needs some protein powder. Nice. Ayato? I think the statement that one of you did before, as is going into the same tier as child, really suits well. I think A is fine. My girlfriend's like super depressed. But I put him into A tier. A for Ito. S or S+. Nah, I don't think it's quite as fun. I think A is fine. Get food ready, I'll be there in a sec. Yeah, Aoi, I agree with you. Shenhe, I really like her play. But on the other hand, she's not much different from some others. On the other hand, she's not really a lot on the field. I think she's very similar to Ganyu. I think she goes into B. Yeah, but I think these two go well together. I think Ayato's more fun than Shenhe. Yeah, Shenhe B tier is quite fine. Oh wait, is the stream latency on ultra low? But it's still like chat looks super light. Miko, I really... What? You staring at me for Ayato? Alright. Miko, I love playing her. She goes into S tier. Her being around to play around her E, her burst, and in general her odd attacks. Really love it. S tier it is. Not quite S+, but S. S. Yunjin, what other do you use her than for her E and her burst? Nothing, I guess. B or C? Miko S plus because animation cutscene. Tempted. Yeah, like Genshin D or C, that's fine with me. But I'm really torn between Miko. I think she's much more fun to play than A. Nah, you got me, Aoi. I'll put her into into S plus. Yeah, I think that's the way I want to put it. Oh, Kawi Koto in her verse. Anime like cutscene, yeah. Mm, do I have any issues with the as it stands now? No, I think it's fine like so. I think that reflects my opinion on the characters a lot. Like most characters that I use are up here or here. Like I rarely use anyone down here except for Kokomi and Chinchou and Shenhe. These three are the ones that I use the most from down here. And down here I'm not using any one of these. I don't use any one of these. Don't have you. Sometimes. Yes. Rarely. Yes. Rarely. Never. Rarely. Yes. Yes. Yunjin B, because her attacks are a legend. Yeah, but her gameplay is kind of boring in my opinion. I think I will stay with that. Wu Tao is A. Yeah, she's an A. But I feel like that's fine. Alright. Here, dinner is done. I can smell it. The smell is entering my nose and I'm getting very, very hungry. But I think this reflects my opinion very well. I'm hungry and we'll stay with that. You think Hu Tao on S? Nah. She's fun, like her character's fun, but her gameplay I think is well suited in A. I mean, again, it's my opinion. You're allowed to agree. I actually encourage it. And if the videos, like the live streams up on YouTube, post your opinions in the comments. It helps me a lot. Please do that. But yeah, at that point, I think it has been long enough. It has been about an hour and 10 minutes. I think that's good enough. And if you are new to the channel, I urge you to subscribe, especially if you are a new player and looking for characters to level over time, as I will be doing a like not opinion based, or let's not say opinion based, no, not gameplay tier list soon, like which character you should get or you should level to get further into the gameplay, like get better into with the abyss, clear floors faster, and get more stars, and thereby get more Primogems. So if you're into that kind of stuff, please subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Oh, yeah, overall, I completely agree with that list. That's something I like to hear. On the other hand, I also like to hear different opinions. Like, this is a very personal thing. But yeah, that has been it for today from me, from Minpact, with a 4 instead of an A. And we'll see you in the next one, I hope. This has been Minpact, and bye-bye.